Hey, and welcome to this video. My name is Nina, and today we are back on our new island, which I am so excited for. I have been waiting to share this island with you for months because this build, I actually filmed this thing 2 months ago, I think. So yeah, it's been a while, so we will experience this together, but stay tuned for the end because I did include a bunch of the new vine items, because today we will be doing an enchanted forest kind of, and this is also going to be a huge build, so I'm very excited for this, and it's going to turn out so cute. I really love what it will look like in the end. So without further ado, let's flop on over and into the build. So I will start out by outlining a huge patch of this dark dirt because I wanted this to feel extra enchanted and kind of dark. So I thought having this dark dirt underground. Hi, it's me. Throughout this entire video, I will keep saying the word underground, meaning foundation, which is because in German we have the word Untergrund, meaning foundation. Regardless, I will keep saying underground. You will have to excuse me, enjoy the video. Having this dark dirt foundation would help that feeling to be conveyed. I don't know if you can even say that, but that's what I thought I was doing, and I did. I did do that. So yeah. While I'm doing that, let me say hi. Hi, how are you doing? Hope you're well. I am very excited to share this island with you. And I am very excited for this build in particular because I'm very happy with how it turned out. Even though I haven't seen this build in a while because I haven't touched the island in so long. But I need to get going. I really need to get going because this is a pre-recorded video. So once you're watching this, I'm still surgery. It's still surgery time for me. So I might still be either at the hospital or back home, but still kind of recovering. So this is a pre-recorded video, and I don't know where I was going with this. So we finished. God, Jesus Christ! Should stop doing my voiceovers during my lunch breaks. But that's what we get. That's what you get. Now let's actually get to the build. So I decided to fill this entire forest with decayed and spooky trees, and we will be using almost all of the customization options. I might go back in and edit a few so that there's a bit more variety because it can feel a bit repetitive, but I really like that the decayed trees are like a very similar style. I think they actually are the spooky trees, just without the little pumpkin lanterns. So I thought this would help to make it a bit more spooky and enchanted. And then we will also be adding in a ton of trees in all different growth stages. And also by the end of the video, you will see in the final tour, we will also be adding a bunch of the giant vine items that we got with the 2.0 update and the vine seeds, I think they are called. And yeah, I sprinkle in a bunch of these. I might even play around because I haven't done that. I'm talking like I did that, but while I'm recording this, I haven't edited the build. So I need to still go back in and add a bunch of the new items because when I started this island, the 2.0 update had just come out, so I didn't have like any of the newer items, or like almost none of them. So I will need to go back in and edit this a little bit to update it a bit, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. And yeah, I'm just so excited to finally be sharing this island, even though this is already the second build. Can't believe it. But yeah, now I'm starting to detail this because I want this cliff to also be very overgrown, and you will be able to go up on that cliff and there will be a continuation of this forest, but we will do that in a different video because this is going to be the thing that's going to be up there, is going to be the core element of this island, and I cannot wait until you finally find out what this island is going to hide, like the secrets it has. And yeah, it's just, oh god, I've been planning to do this for such a long time. I can't wait to finally be sharing this. Anyways, I've been saying this same sentence over and over again, so let me go back to the build. We just started to add in actual trees, and I will go in and exchange a bunch of them a couple of times because I wasn't really sure where to place them, and it was kind of difficult to see where you could actually place trees, but in between all these spooky trees, because I wanted it to feel very natural, and I didn't want there to be like a very clear path. Obviously, we will keep the path empty that will lead through the middle, and we will also have a little thingy going off to the left, so kind of like a forking pathway action going on here. But I actually decided to do this little section that leads off to the side when I was almost done with this build, because I thought of another build while I was doing this, and I was like, wait, maybe we can do that to the left of this build. So there will be another path, but still, going back to what I was going to say, Jesus Christ, my brain is mush. I didn't want this path to feel very open because I wanted to feel like you would like try to find your own way and path kind of through this forest. But obviously, if you want to make it look full, you can't really do that too much, like keep it too open, because then it's just going to look very bare, and I want this to feel very overgrown, kind of like the forest is coming closer and closer the further you walk through it, if that makes sense, or into it. So that's what I tried to do, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. And I also decided to add in a bunch of hardwood trees. I was initially only gonna use cedar trees because they are a lot darker than the hardwood trees, but I felt like it looked a bit bland, and the hardwood trees do fill up spaces very nicely because they have this very huge area that's covered by the trees, kind of by the, can you say the crown of the trees, the treetops? I'm not too sure if you can say that. We say Baumkrone in German, so I'm just gonna call it tree crown. Jesus Christ. Foundation. Anyways, I had to shuffle with this so much. It was actually, I was about to quit. I was about to say, you know what, I'm going to remove all the spooky trees, because it was so frustrating, because it was nearly impossible to figure out where you would be able to plant trees and to make it feel very full, because the spooky trees are very weirdly spaced out in the little area that they sit in, because they have like this huge area at the top and then this tiny little tree stem kind of. You don't say stem. These tiny little tree trunks, that's what I was going to say.
Nice shot!
And it's just very weird to space them out because you can't place stuff very close to them, and it just feels very odd. So I had to shuffle with this a lot and just rely on filling the lower parts of this forest, kind of like where you would be able to see through the tree trunks, if that makes sense. I had to rely on just filling that area up with shrubs and flowers and just tinier items to make it feel very detailed, and so that you don't really know where to look, because everything is just so lush, and it just feels kind of spooky, kind of enchanting, that kind of vibe. So yeah, I'm very excited with how this looks, even though it might be the wrong timing to do a spooky kind of inspired forest, because it's January by the time that you're watching this probably, and yeah, but I built this around October, so yeah. Interesting. Anyway, I'm now going in and adding the shrubs that I was talking about earlier. I will also use, I think, only orange and black flowers, and obviously some white ones, I think, just to make this feel like extra dark. I didn't really want to go like pink and yellow like I did for some other parts of this island, because I didn't really want it to feel like cutesy fairy like. I want this to feel like really kind of dark. You will see why I want this to be like kind of dark and mysterious looking once we will tour this island, because I will tour this island before. I think I've probably said that, but if you haven't seen the first speed build on this island, we will actually upload a couple builds first, and then we will tour the island, and then we will upload the remaining speed builds, because I don't want to spoil any of the storyline before having toured the island, because that would kind of take the fun out of it, I think. So yeah, we will see this tour very soon, for you will even have seen all of the builds that we did. So yeah, very excited for that. Might be by the end of January, might be by the beginning of February, I'm not really sure, but whenever it's gonna be very exciting. So keep your eyes peeled for that, my loves. Keep your eyes absolutely peeled. What a weird saying to say. Keep them peeled. Oh god, the images popping in your head. Jesus, no. Leave, please. Yeah, so now you will see me running through this forest a bunch of times because I needed to make sure that it's actually walkable, because I kept adding items, and also tons of these mossy glowing moss plants, the glowing moss weeds, because I just love how they sparkle as you run through them, and it just fits this enchanted forest so well. And it also gives me kind of swampy vibes, so I'm really all about that. And we might even do a swampy area somewhere on the island. I feel like that would be a cute idea. What a cute idea to add a swamp. Very cute. Jesus Christ, someone give me that brain, please. Because mine just left me. Bless you if you're still watching, my guy. I am now finally going in and adding more kind of detailing items, such as the mush stools, and we will also the mush low stools, they are called, not the mush stools, Nina, and then just a bunch more mush items, and also some rocks, because I felt like that just fit the vibe and it still feels very natural, because I didn't really want to go in and add any like seating spots or anything, just to keep this like the most natural it could be, given the fact that we already used like a gazillion spooky trees with lanterns that absolutely hung themselves on there. We're gonna ignore that. So yeah, and I forgot to mention, even though you already saw that, we also added a ton of the sugarcane plants, because I've been saying that for over a month now, but I think they just look so nice in like swampy areas, kind of, because they remind me of shelf or pampas grass. Still no idea what you would call them. Should I have Googled it? Yes, I should. Did I do that? No, absolutely didn't. So we're gonna go with shelf grass, because I'm German and we say shelf to that type of grass that I'm talking about. Thank you very much. Oh god, this is probably one of the most chaotic voiceovers I've ever done, because I have been reading contracts and stuff the past couple of hours for work, so my brain is absolutely cooked, absolutely hot cooked. And could you cook stuff cool? No, you couldn't. Am I still gonna say hot cooked? Yes, I am absolutely gonna do that. So let's get to the end of this build. We still have 5 minutes left. Perfect. So I need to come up with stuff to talk about. And what is a good topic, you might ask? I have no idea. Maybe villagers, because I have some big plans, and you will see that's the one thing I'm gonna give away. The one thing I'm going to give away in terms of story of this island. We will have 2 types of characters on this island, not in terms of personality types, but we will have kind of like a darker section of villagers, and then we will have like a brighter section of villagers, kind of contrasting each other. And that's all I'm going to give away, but I'm super excited. I think I'm already kind of set on the villagers that we will have. I will also show the map in the end so that you can also see who we have on the island currently, and I still need to exchange like 1 or 2 of them, I think, but it's gonna be very exciting. I'm also thinking about maybe doing another character on this island, but I'm not too sure. Yeah. But with all this villager struggle out of the way, let's talk a bit about the decorating again. So I just started to add in all of the pathing, because when I started this build, I absolutely forgot to add some pathing, because I wanted to get all the nature elements down first, because again, wanted this to be very overgrown, and obviously if there's a custom design on the ground, you can't really plant stuff on it. So I decided to do that right when we were about to finish this build. So I just went in and added this beautiful dirt path with the leaves that I think is by Colin Crossing. All of my codes are on the website that is always linked below, just for anyone wondering, also for my other islands. But I just wanted to kind of ground the elements a bit more, so I decided to not use the path as like a path, but more like a foundation thingy for the items that I used. So I flopped them underneath all of the decayed trees, and I cut out a bit of it because you don't need to see me add in all this pathing, but just so that you can get an idea. And plus I also get some comments on how I lay down my custom design path, so just included it for the people wondering. But I just try to alternate between using the dirt path variation with and without leaves, so that it doesn't feel like too colorful and lively, because I mean, how lively can dead leaves feel, but you know what I mean. I didn't want there to be too much color on the ground apart from on the nature that we already have. So I just try to find a good balance between the non-leaved and the leaved path, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. It just adds a little bit more detail on this otherwise very kind of monotone, bland pathing that I had. And I also love these darker stone codes that I found, so I also added these to kind of signify where you would need to walk through this little forest. So the path is not the path, it's to ground the items, but the stone path is the path, kind of. So very confusing, but I really like how it turns out, and I feel like it just makes a lot more sense, because in a forest you probably have like leaves to the sides and whatnot, and then if there's a path that some residents maybe created, it would probably be with like stones. Don't know if that makes sense, but in my brain it does, so we're gonna roll with it. Thank you very much. But without further ado, we are finally nearing the end of this build, so thank you so much if you're still watching. Bless your soul. I really, really appreciate it. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and this build. If you did, I would so much appreciate it if you would like and maybe subscribe to the channel and join the family if you haven't done so already. I'd love to have you here. And yeah, I'm going to leave you now with a montage of the finished product, including some of the new vines. So this is not the finished build that you're seeing right now. So yeah, but I'm gonna leave you now with a montage. Take care of yourself and be gentle with yourself. Until next time, and yeah, bye-bye.